It is an aged Salisbury tradition for the president of the Sixth Forum to address these proceedings, and I look forward to Duncan Morris's last official act in this role in a moment. However, before I ask Duncan to come up to the podium, I'd like to pause and thank him in front of his classmates, in front of the faculty, in front of his family, and all those who are present today for the work that he has done leading this class of 2015. Let me say first that Duncan Morris is a superb young man, a really, truly superb kid. However, his parents will tell you that this was not always true. They will tell you that he has come quite a distance these last few years. Listening to Molly and Bill Morris speak of their son reminds us all that the adolescent journey is arduous for nearly everyone. There are great moments, and there are moments that we'd like to forget. Sometimes simply surviving the adolescent journey is a huge victory, and I bet you my parents would say that about me. However, the Duncan Morris we know is a budding star, bright, accomplished, focused, and friendly, a great ambassador for Salisbury School. For the past 3 years, he has taken in all we have imparted and implored and has made the most of his Salisbury experience. This past year, Duncan was elected to serve his classmates and the school as the top student leader, and he embraced this role with creativity, excitement, and seriousness of purpose. Balancing individual pursuits, a rigorous course of study, and the responsibility of the health and welfare of over 300 young men is not an easy task, let me assure you. Nevertheless, Duncan has excelled on all fronts. So much so that I would like to deviate from the normal script and announce our first of our Leadership and Service Awards, which Duncan has most deservedly earned. The Headmaster's Award for School Leadership is given at the discretion of the headmaster to a member of the graduating class who demonstrates uncommon dedication to his schoolmates in service to the community. And on this day, I'd like to recognize Duncan's outstanding contributions. It is my pleasure to call him to the podium.
Good morning. I'd like to begin by taking this opportunity to ask my fellow classmates to take a look around. We're at our high school graduation, one of the most significant turning points in our lives. We've all heard our parents talk about their graduations, and have noticed how they always seem to have fantasy-like descriptions in detail. I'm not saying this to try and doubt them. I'm saying this because I want to try to reiterate the fact that today is a big day. Today will be one to be remembered for the rest of our lives. This past year has truly been one of the most memorable, fulfilling years of my life. Last summer, I set out with School Vice President Ryan Phelps to make this year the best we possibly could, hoping to bring our class together and do everything in our power to make this school a better place. He's been everything we could ask for and so much more. His love for the school and his Sarum brothers is remarkable, and I'm thankful to have worked with someone so caring and so driven over the past 12 months. Furthermore, everyone in our community, I'd just like to recognize and thank the faculty and staff for being by our side over the course of this journey, because it's been an absolute pleasure to have worked with each and every one of you. Salisbury holds now and will forever hold a special place in my heart. And I'm sure the same is true for many in the audience today. There are so many memories that come to mind when I think of my Salisbury experience. I remember my first day on the hilltop. I pulled up with my parents to be greeted by Mr. Chandler, and coincidentally, my new advisor, Mr. Toad Smith. To this day, I have a vivid mental image of orientation my first year. I think everybody remembers the broken tug-of-war rope. A big, strong tug-of-war rope I literally watched be torn into two by Sadiq Olanruwaju and Tyler Fisher in a head-to-head battle. Does that really feel like 3 years ago? How about that first round playoff hockey game at Berkshire, our fourth form year? That was over 2 years ago. It's crazy how fast time flies. And believe me, I'm struggling to come to terms with it myself. Now, reflecting on my time here on the hilltop is easy, but looking ahead to what the future brings is a much more difficult thing to do. The reason for this is simple. The unknown is scary. We all like what we know, and it takes a lot to embrace the unknown. This school initially was a comparable experience. However, I think college is the first real test of our coping ability. It's a new chapter, the next stop on the road to adulthood. We're leaving a place that's been home, whether it's been for the past year, the past 4, or even 5. And it's a bittersweet feeling, isn't it? The thing I think we all need to find is the right balance between excitement for what's ahead and appreciation for what we've been through during our high school years. Salisbury's been a place that's allowed us to do things no other school could have offered. And I'm not talking about any special programs here. Salisbury's been a place where a boy can come in without a clue where he stands in the world and leave confident in who he is as a person. It's true that nothing in the world compares to the experience of being here. It's inevitable that there are going to be times where we wish we were somewhere else. But I think we're all in agreement now that it's come to an end, that we wouldn't have traded this experience for anything in the world. We've created unique bonds and friendships, and it's these connections that are going to last us a lifetime. Somewhere along the way, we've managed to find ourselves. Our brothers are here to make us better and to support us in all our endeavors. And this sense of community is something you don't find very often. I'm compelled to mention the importance of living in the moment. We've all had times here where we were just focusing on getting to the next step, from getting out of winter and into spring, or even getting to the next weekend when we get to go home. Having something to look forward to is good. It's what keeps us hungry to push on. But we can't let this take over. And today is as good a day as any to realize it. Our careers at Salisbury have come to an end. And though this may be the point we were all trying to get to, it's astonishing that it's nearly over. This realization is something that we can all use to our advantage. It can be a reminder for us to live every moment to the fullest and not focus on getting to the end result. Because next thing you know, you'll be wishing you could get back to where you were. Though I'm saying this towards the end of our journey at Salisbury, it's only the start of our journey for the rest of our lives. So let's cherish the time we spend with the people we like. Take advantage of it, because there will come a time when we wish we were with them again. I spoke of humility early in the year, and the words become a recurring theme in the chapel and classroom alike. It's a value that each and every one of us can benefit from. And it's one whose use varies and can be applicable in so many different ways. By being humble, we've been able to become closer as a community. The focus has shifted from what have I done to what have we done. And I can't be more grateful for what this has done for our relationships. We care for each other, not for ourselves. And this lesson translates into the real world with no hiccups. Learning how to care for others is a skill that will always have a place in society. And we've had the invaluable opportunity to practice this here on the hilltop. What I believe we've learned how to do is something bigger than simply learning in a classroom. Dealing and working with our classmates isn't necessarily a chore, because it seems as though all of us here are blessed with the ability to have compassion for those around us and be agreeable. We aren't simply guys who know advanced math and science. We're guys who've realized the part we must play in a community with others. Our eyes have been opened to the fact that being an accepting, caring, and friendly person is equally, if not more important, than being the guy who's read every book in the library. I talk to you all with a sense of ease, which isn't a coincidence. I'm comfortable with all of you, my Sarum brothers, because you're all good guys. I know just because they've gone to Salisbury that someone is a kind, genuine person. and I believe that every member of the class of 2015 fulfills this role without question. I couldn't be more proud to be standing in front of all of you. Every one of us has an unbelievably bright future ahead, and I know we're all eager to see what it holds. I just want to remind everybody what Salisbury has given us. Because amidst everything we've got going on right now, it can be hard to take in. We must take what we've learned and practiced here on the hilltop to our next destination. I'm confident that all of us will make a positive impact wherever we may go. And I want to thank you all for allowing me to be part of the ride. As English actor and novelist Tom Hiddleston put it, stay hungry, stay young, stay foolish, and above all, stay humble. Because just when you think you got all the answers, comes the moment when some bitter twist of fate of the universe reminds you that you very much don't. We've got a long, exciting road ahead, and there's no better time to start than right now. One last go, loud and proud. Carpe diem.
Vive!
Now I'd like to call Ryan Phelps up here to help us present this next award. So the sixth form medal is voted on by the entire graduating class and awarded to that faculty member which has had the greatest influence on the class over the course of their time here. And on behalf of the class of 2015, we'd like to recognize Mr. Brian Finney and invite him up here to accept this award.
Thanks, guys.
Well done, boys.